Nothing I can do about it. Better players out there than me.
I've been sitting on Diamond 1 for a minute. I almost got to Diamond 2, then went back down again. Like, as long as I don't go back down to Platinum, I'm good. Which I feel like I'm okay.
So if anyone's interested, open your settings, go to UI.
There.
About the 8th option down, multiplayer scoreboard control. Change that from tap to hold to release. This is super useful in ranked CTF for knowing how many people are alive. So if you're thinking about getting the flag, open your scoreboard. This is so you don't have to press the button twice. If you see 2 people dead, you can grab it. If 2 people are not dead, don't grab it.
Gotcha.
Set that. Scroll all the way down to weapon offsets. And what's the first weapon type it lists?
Melee?
It might be different for all of you. But let's start with melee. Change the horizontal to send it all the way to the right, plus 100, and then vertical and depth, send those all the way negative.
So horizontal and vertical will both be 100? And
horizontal is 100, the bottom 2 are negative 100.
Alright, got you.
But that's how the how much room that the gun takes on your screen? Is that what we're doing? Oh, interesting. So vertical and depth are negative all the way, you said, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Let's try it out.
Let's move on to pistol.
Oh.
All of those will be negative. Even the horizontal.
Okay.
The reason for that is, with large things like melee and heavy weapon objects, you want to send it all the way to the right of the screen because it's going to obstruct your right end of the screen no matter what, so you want it to be minimal in effect. The reason you change pistol to negative 100 is it sends it closer to the center of the screen, which manipulates the shape of the gun and makes it take less pixels, and you can see the bottom right corner of your screen as well.
Okay. Okay. So
I saw. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do we see? Pistol right there. And you said pistol.
Yeah, it's a drop down for weapon type. Everything will be negative.
Everything. Okay, for pistol. Let's do it.
Yeah, I saw this on YouTube or something. I wasn't understanding what they were saying, but when you walk me through it, I understand now. Like, I get it.
A lot more clear.
Different people say different things too, and a lot of people are wrong.
Well, especially like
some people would say change the horizontals to all the way to the right. That's bad because with the pistol it'll obstruct part of your screen. But going on to the next weapon type, rifle, make it match the pistol, everything will be negative. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if we're used to playing Warzone, because in Warzone the gun is in the center most of the time. It's not offset. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different because the aim is a little more gun centric than it, like when we're playing Halo. The reticle is right there. It's almost in the same spot all the time. You know,
okay.
No matter where your gun is at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Tendonitis, or am I just talking out my butt?
I don't really play Warzone, but I'm sure that's how it is. In a second, you guys ready to move on to the next one?
Yep. The heavy.
Last one is heavy. Make it match the melee. So send horizontal all the way to the right, and then the other two negative 100%.
Let's see. Heavy. 100% horizontal?
Yep.
And then everything negative. Gotcha. Exciting. I haven't seen settings drop like this before in a game, so this definitely might be a game changer.
Yeah. Next, go from user interface to audio.
Alright, and?
Then the third one down is music. Set that down to either somewhere between 0 and 2. It's a matter of, do you want to hear it at all?
Oh, gotcha.
But it's going to be disadvantageous. I personally have it at 1.
Yeah, because there's really no point, and it actually will make you have more stress too. Because if you're getting towards like the end of a match or something like that, they crank that music and they make it different, so you're like getting stressed out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like watching a movie.
Gotcha.
The goal here is mainly you want to get rid of sounds in the game that don't have anything to do with your ability to locate hostiles. If you muddy that up, you won't be able to hear them, and they'll probably be able to hear you, and thus they'll kill you.
Oh,
So
shit.
there's one last change that you should make in the audio category. Menu music doesn't matter, you can leave it alone. But environmental effects, take that way down to like, I have it at 1. Somewhere between 0 and 4 for this one.
Okay.
I've personally tested all of these sound effects. I know, like, it's environmental effects. This will not get rid of anything that is relevant to you. Like on streets, you're not going to hear the police sirens that are outside of the map.
Oh, cool.
Or the arcade machine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that definitely is a distraction.
And moving on, switch to accessibility. And scroll down to reticle outline opacity. I'm trying to find this myself.
That's cool, man. See, when you play on console all the time, you're not used to even having this many options, and now you're starting to catch up with computers.
Yeah, it throws people for a whirl.
Okay, I had to check on my daughter, see if she was doing okay. You said the last one is
Switch over. Wait, what?
Accessibility.
I interrupted you. What do you need? Yeah, switch to accessibility. Scroll down to visual.
Visual. Down. Yep.
Then the fourth one down is reticle outline opacity. What is it by default?
6.6.
Make it a 1.
0.1.
Then reticle outline thickness. Make it a 2.
0.2. Okay.
The next one doesn't matter as much, but I recommend setting HUD opacity to 0.6, just so you can see your radar better. But that doesn't apply to ranked, so it's not too important.
Yeah, because we don't have a HUD anyway.
Wow, it's only not even 9 o'clock, and these people are out here shooting like crazy. Benefits of living in the hood.
Right. Done with that? Any questions?
No, I'm good.
But hopefully this makes a big change in my gameplay, and I appreciate your knowledge, man. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
I'm not even done. I still got more help.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go.
Shit.
Now, scroll over to video.
Okay.
FOV.
This probably won't apply to most of you, but the second option will be graphics. Change it to performance if it lets you.
Yeah, it won't let me.
Graphics, nope.
Change sensory blur down to... A lot of people say 0. I'm gonna say 15%. Doesn't really matter. Somewhere in that range. Screen shake, knock it down to 0. This is gonna fuck up your aim.
Oh, wow. Oh, mine was on regular.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This will hold your reticle still. Like, say when you fall from a large height, it knocks your reticle down. Like, it'll do it to the whole screen, so you might not notice it, because it's not just the reticle, but it will move things, and that's harder for your eyes to track. Exposure, set that to 0 as well.
I have it at 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then full screen effects, set that down to 15%. What the full screen effects do is, say you put on overshield, for example, you know how it gives that particle effect across the screen where it like lights up and gets blurry for a second?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This will mitigate that. Setting it to 15% will still give you the effect so you know it happens, which you don't need that for the OS. But when your shields are knocked off and then the recharge starts, there's a blur that comes up the screen and it will... It screws up your aim tremendously because it's bright and it's movement. So it takes your eye away from where it needs to be. This makes it more subtle, but still visible.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Tendonitis, do you have any contacts, or do you stream or anything like that?
I do stream, just not regularly.
Because I'm streaming right now, and is it okay if I clip this?
Go ahead.
Alright. So I'm gonna clip it, and I'm gonna give you credit for it. That's the reason why I asked.
Yeah. Twitch TV/TopTendon.
Alright, cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I appreciate it.
And speed lines, this is glitched out, so you'll probably have to come fix this all the time. Check that off.
Oh yeah, the speed lines. Got you.
Those things are very annoying. And then move your sharpening up to 65%.
I had it at 75.
If you like it there, keep it there. But I don't recommend staying on default. Generally, in video games, when you increase sharpening, this often makes it look really crappy. So you gotta find your middle ground. The higher it is, the easier it is to tell things apart in the texture so you can more quickly identify hostiles. Halo's pretty clear cut, so it's not as big of a deal, but like, say Call of Duty Warzone or PUBG, if someone's hiding in a bush, you need this jacked up.
Yeah. So yeah, you got your Twitch has got like 2 green eyes on it. Is that?
Yep.
Top? Okay, got you. I'm gonna hit you with the follow too.
Thank you.
No, like I said, thank you. That way, I'm gonna send a whisper over to you too. That way, I know who to send it to. And remember that. When I go to edit, I'm gonna make sure I get this. Oh, thank you, darling.
Mom said she didn't cook the onions all the way.
That's about all I have for now. I mean...
I mean, that was a lot for me, honestly.
It is a lot to take in.
I changed everything he said. I was like, oh shit, this is new.
Can you cover your camera real quick? Where's your switch?
I mean, there's other more personal things, like you can change colors,
Please walk by though. Quick.
A lot of people in the Halo community will tell you, I think they run purple and then tell you to make enemy UI color yellow. I disagree with this. The reason being is on maps like Bazaar and Behemoth, most of the terrain there is yellow. So the hostiles blend in there, and then on Behemoth, most of the time there are snipers on the map.
Yep.
The sniper light, when they ADS, is yellow. If the player is yellow, it's going to conceal that light, and you're going to get sniped more often than you think you will.
Damn.
So I recommend changing it to lime. But you don't have to.
Yeah, my friend Testro that makes clips and stuff like that, all his is yellow and black.
That's not a color.
Or like yellow, or something like yellow and blue or something like that. He did it for his armor and stuff like that. Then he changed the you know how you got the voice of the woman that helps you out? He changed that too.
The what?
It's still a woman, but it's something. I think it's like the original one, like the original Halo. To her, I'll send you a whisper, and I'll give you a link. He's actually been in my chat. he does clips and stuff like that, and makes like videos and stuff on YouTube. He's featured me one time, and I kind of got grew a friendship with him.
Yeah. Are you interested in changing to my colors, or do you want to keep your own?
I'm good.
I got mine on carrot. That seemed to help me because I went from salmon to carrot, I think it was, or vermilion to carrot. Carrot's like a lighter red. I want to say like an orangish. But I might, I might do that. I might change. After a couple rounds, I might change it. You said it was mint for enemies, right?
Mint might not be bad. It is a very bright color, but technically, the reason people say yellow is in the darkness, that is the most visible color. In this game, there's not a whole lot of darks. So lime is what you want, because lime is the most visible color to the human eye. And
I'm doing that.
light. And it's also... Then friendly UI, you should make lavender, because it's a rather dull and non-invasive color. Your eye won't track it all the time. And then you would make the fire team marker color aubergine, because that's just a slightly stronger purple. So you know who's on the fire team.
That's funny, because I had both of those on lavender, but I'm just about to make that one to... only the one to lavender.
Yeah, you would want to be able to distinguish.
Alright.
You want to show enemies' names too, don't you? I didn't even have that checked. Think that would be a lot.
Personally, I don't.
No?
I think it's distracting.
I'm gonna take your advice.
I've seen some pros use it. I don't think this one's that big of a deal. I just know that if I find someone's really good in a lobby, and I'm looking at their name all the time, it distracts me from the gunfight.
Yeah.
Because if I see them, engage them, and know that they're going to be a hell of a competition, I shouldn't be looking at their name. I personally look at the paint schemes, call out who's who.